Alright, here I am in the 97 Ford Ranger. I've had some intermittent problems with it starting, and I tracked it down to either the solenoid or the wire that activates it. Don't know which, but sometimes it won't start, and then you wiggle the wires and it works. And the reason I think it might be the solenoid too is because the back on it actually spins a little bit when you put a wrench on it. And this clutch is junk, I gotta fix that too. But I'm gonna swap the starter out, and hopefully it'll continue to start. So I'll crawl under there and I'll show you that. Alright, well, here's my starter. My problem is either with this connection here where it's spliced in, or up on top. I'll show you when I take the starter off that the whole back of that solenoid just spins. So it's either that wire or the solenoid, but I'm going to replace the whole thing. I'm going to put a new splice in there and a whole new starter with a new solenoid on it. And that should fix my problem. Pretty straightforward to take these out. There's 3 bolts on the front here, or I suppose on the back, the way you're looking at it. And you've got the little red wire here, of course, and one up top, on top of the solenoid here that you got to take off, and then the starter will come right out. So I'm going to go ahead and pull it out, and I'll show it to you on the bench along with the new one. Alright, here we've got the old starter out, and I can show you either my problem was with this crappy connection here, or the whole back of this thing rocks back and forth. So it was one of those two things. I just decided to replace the whole unit, and the new one actually comes with a new connection here for the wire, so I can just replace that all at once. One thing to look out for is these had 2 different styles apparently. One had a spade terminal like this in the back of the solenoid, and the other one, which is like the new one I have, has this post style. So I like the post style better. Probably a little less likely to get a bad connection from it, I would think. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this new starter in and crimp it on, and then slide up the heat shrink and put that on. Should go pretty quick. I'm going to keep this starter because the starter itself actually works. It's just this part's a bit temperamental, so I don't know, we'll keep it as a spare. Might need it someday. Alright, shiny new starter is in. I'm going to go ahead and bleed the clutch real quick while I'm down here. Well, I got it in the shop, and then we'll fire it up. Should work good. Hopefully this will clear up our starting issues. Alright, clutch is all bled, starter's in. Let's cross our fingers and hope it works. Well, it seems fine to me. Clutch feels a little better too. Yeah, this stupid thing. It gets some air in it, apparently, and when it does, you can't shift it when it's running. The clutch doesn't disengage far enough, no matter how far you push the pedal down. So I'm gonna have to go through the clutch, put a new slave and master in it, I think. Might as well throw a clutch in while I'm there, but we're not gonna do it now because it's cold outside and there's no heat in that shop. So starter's done. Hopefully it'll work. And next thing I got to do this, assuming nothing else goes wrong, is that clutch.